everybody, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost, and I wanted to show you a quick tutorial, very easy, to make an adorable little, it's not a journal, it's an envelope that you can tuck into your journal. And the goal was to get my birdies the right side up. So I took a page from a field guide that I wanted to use, something that looked like this, okay? So I tore it out. Actually, just use this one, this one's pretty. And if you happen to have a field guide that you don't mind tearing up, they can be a great resource for tons of birdie pictures. If you like birdies or trees or plants or whatever you like, doesn't matter. And I thought, oh, this would be so fun to turn into a little envelope. But what I found was when I wanted to make my envelope, so I thought, okay, I'll bring the bottom up and the top down. My birdies were upside down. Do you see how my birdies are upside down? Well, I thought, well, a little quick way to fix that. My birdies on the back are the right side up, but everybody else is upside down. And no matter how I tried to fold it, you know, even if I did it this way, if I got these birdies going the right way, then my back birdie was upside down. There's a million and one ways to correct this issue, but here's one way that I chose to show you today. So here we go. So my birdies are right side up. My birdies are right side up, and my birdies are right side up. So there you go. And inside here, I just put a little picture of this old family from days gone by, a little piece of vintage ephemera. You could put anything in here you like, a little bit of note paper, a little bit of a poem, a little card, a little ticket, so many fun things you could put inside of here. A playing card, a vintage playing card would look cute as well. Okay, so let's make one of these. All right, so what I did was I tore out a page that I liked, and then I decided I needed to tear it into 3 sections in order to make my envelope. But first, I went ahead and I wanted to make it a little bit thicker. You don't have to. This particular field guide is probably thick enough, but I thought, I think it would be pretty to have some book page on the inside. So I took a piece of book page. Just a random book. It's about a girl and her horse, actually. But you could use a bird-related one, too, if you wanted, or just random text, which is also very beautiful. And I think I'm going to just glue this up with my Scotch Create glue stick, my favorite glue stick. And just make sure you get the top very well. And there we go. All right. And now we're just going to glue that on. And these 2 book pages happen to miraculously be about the same size, so that just made it easy. But you could trim them. No biggie. No biggie. All right, let's move it over a little bit. There we go. Okay, very good. You always get a second or 2 with the glue stick to reorient. So now I have my printing going the same way as my birdies. All right, so now I wanted to break this page into 3 sections. The first one section we want to be the flap. The other section is number 2 is going to be the front, and the other section, the biggest section, is going to be the back. Okay? All right, so let's see. I think I see a natural course of events going on here. Could do it many different ways, actually. We could make you part of the back. Well, we could do that. Let's try that. Okay, we'll make you. This is going to be the top flap, just because that's the way it seems to orient nicely right now. Okay, then I'm going to have my middle section. That's going to be the back, and that's going to be the biggest section. And then I'm going to have the mid-size piece, the extra piece, and that's just the way these birdies happen to like to be torn. All right, so now I'm going to make my construction. I'm going to show you sew and no sew versions of this. So this particular example was a sewn one. I will show you this one and explain how you can no sew it, but then I'm actually going to do a different technique with a no sew, which is not this. You're going to have the same result, but you're not going to do it the same way. Okay, so just so you have options. Clear as mud? Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and let's just make sure this is long enough. Yes, it is. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and sew these together. This distance can be different depending on your choice, but it does have the text revealed here, and I just thought that was pretty. So I'm just going to go and sew. I'm actually going to sew all the way down here, all the way across here, and all the way up here, because I like the look of the sewing on this. So I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, we are carrying on here, and let me show you what I made so far. My birdies are upright. my birdies are upright, so all is well. Now this is where the inside pocket is. This doesn't have to be that tall, but it can be, and that's okay. All right, so now we're going to affix this is going to be the flap, which is going to hang down like this. And what I chose to connect them with was a piece of muslin fabric. It was just an easy way to make a hinge. And let's go ahead and just tear a little piece off. Okay. And that gave us some nice fraying, which I think is very pretty with birds, because they tend to nest and tear apart little pieces of fabric and incorporate them into their nests. And this is kind of a fun way to add that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is use a little bit of glue just to get it into the right position. So I am going to glue it here, and I'm going to use Fabrifix glue, which is a clear silicone glue, fabric to fabric, fabric to paper, and paper to paper, as a basic hold. Now, or you could make it your permanent hold, totally up to you. But basically, you want half of it going on here, okay? And this is the way it's going to work. So you're going to do this, flip it up as if it were your flip. Then I'm going to glue the top part of I'm going to lose his head. I'm so sorry. That happened on the other one too. Oh, you know, maybe you're better at orienting these, but I will do my best to show as much of his head as possible. I'm going to put the glue on here. Okay, and then I am going to come along and sew this. You could technically just glue this as well. Okay. Fold it over. Just make sure it adheres. Okay, let's see how much head loss. Well, no, I'll show you what to do if you have head loss. Okay, you can come in here with your scissors at this point and reveal the head. Why? Because you have enough of this tacking down the rest of it where it's not so bad. So you could do something like that, okay, if it came to a pinch, if you really want to show your birdie. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay, I see my birdie. Now I'm just going to come along and I'm going to sew. Make sure that's all nice and flat. Okay, my flapper is flapping right. Okay, we are flapping correctly. Okay, I'm just going to sew here and I'm going to sew here, and that will secure this to the material. Be right back. Okay, I am back, and now I have my little flapped envelope. Okay, everybody is basically in place. The only thing I have not done is I did add a piece in the center of some inked book page to cover this particular seam, and that was done no fancier than this. I took a piece of this of about an inch maybe wide, tore it, yes, and then I came along and I thought, well, I could just glue it here, but I would like to ink it up and make it look just a little bit more unique or different, so I grabbed some walnut stain ink. And I came along and I did this. Around the corner we go. Hoping everything is recording. I hope you can hear this. I hope so. And okay, so we have that. But I wanted to make it stand out a little bit more. So I grabbed my black, which is here. Yes, and I have black soot on this. That is the color of the ink. This is black soot colored ink. So now is, oh, there it is. This one, black soot. Okay, just gives it a little bit more contrast. Okay. I got a snore. I don't think you can hear him, but Sonny is snoring in his little bed. Yeah. I think we'll get a word from him. He's all like knocked out cold over there, just sleeping away. He's, you know, doing puppy growth spurts. So, yeah, he's about 1.5 years, a little over 1.5 years now. My little guy. Okay. And I'm going to glue that down there just because I like that look. I know it's a little cockeyed and everything here, but I'm okay with that. If you want to get perfect, you go for perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down here now. And I'm going to use Fabrifix because it's a little bit stronger of a glue than the glue stick. And this is going to be on a fold. So I want it to adhere well. It's going to glue to fabric, and it's going to glue paper to fabric, basically. That is the adherence we are looking for here. And then put that there. Okay, I'll just let that set up for a minute, but that's going to be on the fold, and that will fold down like that. Okay, so there we go. And so we have that little guy. So what I did was then I came around and I sewed here, here, and here, because I probably do most things backwards. And I think I can straighten this up a little bit. what did I do on the bottom of the other one? Oh, yes, I put a little bow. Okay, but I think maybe I need to do straighter. Where's my, I might have to resort to craft knife here to straighten this up, because it's a little off. A little off more than I like it. Okay, there we go. Retracting, sewing, sewing, sewing. All right, be right back. Okay, there we go. So I've gone ahead and sewed around here and around here and around here. You can see it better here. I use darker string on this side. But that is going to allow me to show my little envelope flap very well. Now maybe I want to emphasize this somehow to give it a little bit more pizzazz. And we can do that very easily. Oh, I got somebody at the front door. Hold on a second. Okay, and I put a little bow here. Yes, Sunshine has a lot to say right now. But that's okay. That is okay. Yeah. We are carrying on because we are a house full of pets. There's always noises. All right, so I tore a little piece of, I made this one very thin. And I am going to tear a piece off. Okay. All right, here we go. And now I'm going to tie a little tie. Oh boy, hold on a second. Okay, so now I'm just going to do a little bow, and I'm just going to do the double loop bow without tying it because I don't want to make it too fat. Overlap those just a hair smidge. Put that here. I'm going to come in with the staple. Staple it. Oh, did I get that? Have that, and I'm going to put a little button right there. Okay, I'm back. I've got this tiny little glass Victorian button, and I'm going to put it here. Might even be a shell button, not sure. It's very small. Oh, you're so far away. Come to bring you closer. There we go. Here we are. I did staple that, so I'm going to put a little dollop of glue there. And then I'm going to put that down. Okay, so there we go. So the only thing I have not done is, this is the, oh, sorry, back up. This is the, oh, sorry, back up. Try that again. Ink it around the edges. So let me just do a little bit of inking, and we will be done this first one. Now I want to show you the one without sewing. It's done a little bit differently, just for ease. But if you do like sewing and you want to, or want to explore sewing, it can add a lot to your journals. It's never mandatory. It's just another way of it's a tool, another way to attach papers together, which can be a lot of fun. And there we go. All right, and this little edge, maybe I want to do a little ink there, just to show that up a little bit. And there we go, we are done. Have that inked all the way around, and our birdies are all upright. Okay, so another way to get upright birdies, if that is your goal in life, is, let's say you have a piece of paper. And here, you could use a regular piece of paper, anything. I just happen to grab a piece of cardstock. It doesn't have to be cardstock. Now, let's grab another set of pretty birdies in here. They're all pretty birdies, aren't they? Really, yeah, where can you go wrong in here? They're all gorgeous. Okay, so let's just grab this one. Which one is this one? No, you're going to ask. National Geographic Birds of North America. Okay, there you go. Yeah. Okay, so in case you're looking at it, it's got lots of birdie pictures in it. And so this one, we're going to divide into our 3. Oh, that magically fits. Isn't that nice? But we can go ahead and glue it. No, we're not going to glue it onto there yet. No, no, no. Retreat. Okay, so I would say this top section will be one section because it just looks like a section. And then this middle section could be about here. And maybe this bottom section could be the flap, but I'll shorten it up just a little bit. Okay. There we go. All right. And maybe I can Maybe I'll take a little bit off the top because there's some white area here. There we go. And maybe do a little tear edge on the bottom because I think it looks kind of cute. All right. So what we're going to do here, the big concept is we're going to use a stationary piece, but then just orient our papers in different directions. That's going to be the ticket. So it's a pretty easy concept. Just make sure that your paper, your original one, is going to be wide enough and that it will accommodate all sizes of your, so let's go flip over. No, I'm going to have to do this one like this. Yes, this one like this, and then this one like this. Okay, so it's upside down, right side up, upside down. And I would say cut your paper out first before you commit because you want to make sure it's the right way. So it's the easiest thing to do is just get the base that you're going to use. Okay, we have that. And if you know you're going to have a flap coming over the top, remember if your flap comes over like this will have to go on this way. So if you're looking at it on FOSS, it's going to be upside down. So glue this one down upside down. Okay, maybe you want to ink it now. It might be a really good time to ink it. Hey, if you want pretty little torn edges on it, you can totally do that. I think pretty little torn edges always grab the ink really nicely. Okay. Oh, Sunny. Did you handle the beast at the door, Sunny? You did? Okay, yeah, he scared away the beast. Okay, so let's not glue anything yet. Let's ink all our pages and make sure we have our little torn edges just the way we like it. Okay, that's very nice and torn. Okay, and then this one, this is the big one, and this is the mid-size. The biggest one should be your back. Okay, that would be a little tip from the trenches. Okay, just a little here. Got to watch out for the little beak. I'm going to salvage the little beak. Okay, we gotcha. You're in. All right, so let's ink all these edges up. And then we will just glue this baby together and it will just look dandy. So you do not need a sewing machine, but it's fun if you have one. And I encourage you to get brave. Get one, borrow one, get one from your Goodwill. Sometimes you can get them used for really not much money. And I know at our Goodwill they will tell you that everything has been tested, so I do appreciate that. There are other places in town like used sewing things, or look on Craigslist or something like that. You don't want to spend a lot of money on a sewing machine. Okay, so now just remember, I recommend folding your envelope the way you want it. And let's see, this one's going to come up from the bottom, so I have to have at least enough to handle this guy. So he has to go at least to here. Okay. So he will be adhered this way, okay? So let me not glue everybody. Let me just orient everybody. So on the back, this big guy is going to come here, okay? All right, that means I have this much left over for the flap. Now the flap, remember I told you these are going to have to go opposite ways? This guy's going to have to go upside down. Just this is how you make sure everybody's got enough room. And then we're going to make a fold right where he is. So let's go ahead. We can now glue these down because we know we have enough room. Okay, let me just make sure. And I'll fold you where you're going to go. Yep, we got enough room. We are good. We are good. Okay, so this is the back. So the order is upside down, big piece in the middle, right side up, and then mid-sized piece upside down, and that you should be home free. So let's go ahead and glue this down. We're just gonna glue it down. Nobody has to have a sewing machine. It's only fun, extra fun if you do, but you can still have tons of fun. It's not mandatory. There we go. All right, there's the flap. Here's the back. Okay, 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 okay. Here we go. And we're in there. So if you want, this is like getting these birdies oriented. That's really what this is about. This one has to be upside down as well. Upside down, right? Oh, somebody stop me. Where were you guys? Okay, it's okay. We have a second. Phew, right? I know. It happens. It does. Proof in the pudding. Okay, and now, right upside down, right side up, upside down. You think I could listen to my own advice, huh? Nope. It is a different world when you got to talk and craft, let me tell you. Okay, here we go. Now this one's going upside down. Remember that, Pam? Upside down, upside down. Okay, there we go. There we go. And that's on a very pretty pink piece of paper. Okay, so now flip, right side up birdies, right side up birdies, right side up birdies. Okay, so you could totally glue the sides of these pages, like you could come down with Fabrifix glue and glue. You could use washi tape to adhere these sides as well, or you could even staple, which I think actually looks really cute in certain circumstances. And this could be one of those circumstances. So let's just jump in there and see what that looks like. Okay, let's get you closer so you can see what's going on. If I get glue on my fingers, my little zoom doesn't work as well. Okay. All right, so I'm going to staple. This is the Tim's Tiny Attacher. Not Tiny Tim's Stapler. Tim's Tiny Attacher. Okay, I put 4 staples in there. I thought that looked kind of cute. And kind of in a stationary, vintage stationary. Oh, I'm out. Hang on. Totally out. Oop, back you up. I gotta go get some staples. I'll be right back. Okay, here is these tiny staples that go in here, and I'll demonstrate now the refilling of the Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher. Okay, here we go. It opens like that. Did you see that? That was kind of weird, right? So you got it like this. You grab the bottom, and it comes out, and it opens this. So, and when you open this, it pulls this little thread, which pulls that thingy back, and it gives you a place to put the staples. So you can pop those in there. Then you slowly put everything back. See, it's going back. I'm wrapping this around. Okay. And I have that now. Okay, so now I'm just going to do this side. The 3 little staples. Sometimes we forget about stapling. Well, I guess it was 4 little staples. Well, there we go. We're good. Okay, and now I think I would like to ink this as well, just to give it a little pizzazz. Now, I don't know if I want to use brown ink because I already used brown ink, so maybe I'm going to come in with the worn lipstick. Okay. Okay, here's my old beat up pink inker. My pinker inker. Okay, I'm just going to go around here and do a little inking. And this is fun and relaxing and just hanging out, playing with our papers. And this is a great way to put if you have beautiful imagery on papers and you just want to figure out a way to use it or incorporate it, making envelopes can be a great way to do that because you can do a million and one things with envelopes. You can also not adhere these on the sides, and they could be pockets or slot little tucks. You could put things in there as well if you really want to go, oh, hog heaven. That's right. All right, I'm just going to put that there. And we're just coming down the home stretch. And then we'll find something cute to put in this little guy. Maybe we'll decorate him up a little bit on front. We'll just see now, won't we now? Yes, we will. Okay, what do we got? Oh, I did have, let's say there's some books in your field guide that don't have pictures, because often not every single one has pictures. Sometimes you can take little descriptive pages. Oh, let's see. Oh, like the index and stuff like that. That's really cool to add to other areas. So let's grab an index. Oh, those are really pretty birds. I'll leave you all the birdie ones there. Let's grab a page of index. And these come out pretty easily, thankfully. But we could add little bits and pieces of it here, but just because they're bird-related words, which is kind of cool. So maybe I'll just add a cluster. No particular random reason or order. And I'm just sort of tearing it out. Nothing's too serious here. There, I'm just going to put it there, or put it on an angle. That looks kind of cute. And maybe I'll brown ink it. I got a lot of pink going on already. So you do not need to sew, but you can if you want to. There we go. I'm going to put that there. I think I can glue stick this down. There we go. And, I mean, you can keep going. You can put, let's put maybe a little, oh, I have this. How about something with this? I've got a little, maybe I'll do a little boski here. And to save room and we don't want it to be too fat, I'm not going to tie the knot. And you can tie the knot. That's totally fine. Actually, I showed you how to do the not tying the knot there. I think what I'm going to do is take this sari silk and just really take a skinny piece of it, which will also reduce the bulk on your journal. You can get very tiny pieces of this. Like one piece can go for quite a while. I might even bring that down more. Look at that. I don't know how far I can take it. We'll just see. See how far I can take it. Not that far, apparently. Okay, that's all right, though. So you can get at least maybe like 1/2 inch wide, 1/4 inch wide, something like that. And Oh, hey, we haven't done one of these in a while. Why don't we make a bird's nest out of it? Yeah, let's do that. Yay. Okay. And maybe we'll do it right here because it's in the center. It can actually be our, let's make it on here and then we can glue it on. I'm going to take this little piece of paper. And I'm just going to put some glue down. I'm going to make a bird's nest. And you can make these as oop, you can't see. Oh, hang on. I'm going to come to you. Don't move. I just took a piece of paper and I'm going to take my piece of thread and I'm going to start to coil it in my fingers. And you can also do this with sewing threads. If you have a pile of snippets from your sewing threads, you know, you've got little hairy threads hanging around, you can do this too. Okay, I'm flopping all over the place. Hang on, let me stay still. All right, here we go. I'm settling down, behaving. Okay, here we go. Try and glue that all down in one fell swoop. Here we go. And I'm down. There we go. Okay, so now what we can do is we can let that dry, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some eggs in there. Hold on. Okay, I am back. Hope you're still recording here. I am going to take this and I'm going to put a little bit of glue in the center. Just a little dollop there. That's Fabrifix glue. It's a clear silicone glue. Fabric to fabric, fabric to paper, paper to paper. If I did not say that, I may have said it. And now I'm just going to get a pair of tweezers. With my great vision, I'm going to now, I have some little pearl beads. I'm just going to grab these and plop them in here, make it look like 3 little eggs. Yes. Now this would be a little bit lumpy in a journal, but you could use it as a removable, which means it's no big deal. Okay. And I'm just going to put the holes to the side. The holes to the side. That way it looks more like eggs and not beads. There we go. Okay, so we have that. And then I'm going to trim this close. Close, close, close. Close, close, close. Are we on? I should zoom out because you guys can't see. Okay, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Whoop. It didn't zoom out, did it? No, sorry. There we go. And I'm just cutting around here all the glue and the paper and everything that might show. Just trimming that off. Oh, my eggs are moving. Of course my eggs are moving. There we go. All right, that's all right because I have a little white base on here and now I can use that to glue here. Now I'm going to zoom in. Okay. I'm going to glue that right here. Well, I already have glue coming out. And we have a little one of those deals. There we go. Now we have that. Right? Cute, huh? Okay, let me back up a little. So we have this little guy, and let's put something inside of her for completeness. But it's a fun way to make little envelopes if you're looking to do something like that. So I just happen to have this a little old receipt here. It looks like it's from, I don't know, refills, wax, pre-designed tip. Oh, it must be a nail salon. That's kind of cute, right? Okay, so I'm just going to fold that up. And I'm going to tuck that inside here. You could put anything in here. You could put pictures of birds or whatever you like. But it's just a little envelope that you can tuck ephemera into. And then we have the sew or the no-sew version. I think they're equally as beautiful. You could totally have more fun with that. I think I might, yep, I am going to decorate this up a little bit more. I'm just going to bring it down here. It's easier. And, okay, I'm going to use my small Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen, black 199, and I am just going to maybe do some bordered line drawing on here to give it a little bit more emphasis. Now this is the non-sewn one, so I'm actually putting in faux sewing. Look at me. I know, I know. Okay, just kind of cool, just something that you can add to any little piece. I think it decorates it up very nicely. I think we could come across here. It might disappear there. I might put here. Barely be noticeable, but it's there. Let me cross the bottom. There we go. Just kind of fun things that you can add along the way. And you could add even more. You could go around here and add that type of thing. So just to give you ideas, I think I want to sew across the top with my faux sewing. Sometimes it says, just one more thing. One more thing, Pam. One more thing. Okay. I rarely go straight. Okay, there we go. Very cute, very adorable, very fun to do. This one doesn't need any bridge work, the way we did the bridge work here. And the bridge work, again, is optional. But very fun to do. Here, oh, actually, here is the one we made. Okay, so we have 3 to show you. So there you go, folks. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed these. And go make some envelopes if you've got some pretty field guides or other things that you would like to use and have all the birdies going in the right direction. Right direction, right direction. There you go. And I think Mr. Snuffles would like to say something today. Let me see if I can get his attention. Are we still recording? I think so. Are we recording? Yes, we are. Okay. Sunshine! Hello, my little lamb. Mommy, okay, I'll come. Oh, we can say hi to the people? Yeah, I want to say hi. I want to. It's been a while, you know, and oh, hello, everybody. It's Sunny. How are you all? Is everybody good? Mom, I love it when my mom rubs my ears. Today is a very cold day in Florida, and I am again sleeping on her sweater. She gave it to me and I said I could sleep in it, and she covers me up and all snuggle like, and we really like that. And she puts an extra heater on in the craft room. I know, so we're all snuggly. So happy crafting. I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye, everybody. See ya next time. Okay, Sunny, thank you. All right, put you right back in the snuggle den. You're okay. There you go, little baby. All right, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you had some fun. I hope you make some envelopes with whatever you got hanging around. Have a blast at it. They're great to use in your junk journals. My videos, they come out Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. My podcasts come out Tuesdays and Thursdays. And my podcasts are audio, and they're all about the paper crafting, junk journal making, life of a crafter, answering your crafty questions, and all sorts of things related to that. And if you haven't signed up for my free monthly emailed newsletter, make sure you do, please, because you're going to get a free digital image emailed to you every month, along with a checklist of supplies, a note from the bookmaker, junk journal tips, and updates from me. And also, I have an Etsy shop where you can find FUNDLEs, which are collections of old papers and interesting book pages and hand-dyed papers that you can use in your junk journal making, as well as printable download images. I have over 140 different vintage Digikits that you can pick from to make beautiful things in your junk journals with. I also have an Amazon shop where you can find favorite tools and supplies that I use that you often see me use here on this channel. Also, I have a new book section. So if you're looking for certain books, I'm going to try and, if I don't have this one on there already, I'm going to try and add it so that you can also get this book, or at least find out, where you can get it and how much they are, that type of thing. Often there's new and used options, and don't forget to check your local thrift stores and garage sales and your libraries, and also, what's I going to say? There was something. Oh, your online booksellers. There's used online booksellers like Thrift Books, Abe Books, Better World Books, things like that, where you can also find good deals on books. So shop around and find the best price you can. And what else can I tell you? I can tell you that I have a Facebook group. Come on over and join our Facebook group. We're having a lot of fun doing weekly and monthly challenges and getting to see what you guys make from these videos. So thanks for sharing and inspiring all of us. It's a hootenanny worth of fun over there. Come on over. And you can find all of my links in the description box below every video in the drop down. If you're on your phone, just click the title and that will open up the drop down box. And I have a merchandise shop if you're looking for sweatshirts and t-shirts and zipped hoodies and mugs and totes with Create with Reckless Abandon or the Paper Outpost on it. Come over and check that out. And remember, most of all, that fun can be simple, and create with reckless abandon, everybody. See you next time. Bye-bye.